Hey guys, it's Paul from No BS Marketing, and today I just wanted to chat a little bit about the ZoSocial Facebook contest software. As you may know, and even if you don't, contests are huge on Facebook, and they are huge because they engage visitors and generate interest in the way so many other things do not. And this is really important on Facebook when it's tough to get your visitor or fan engaged, and because engagement is so critical to the success of your page. Now, what's cool about ZoSocial is that it's it's different from typical Facebook contest software in that it allows you to run the contests directly from your Facebook page's posts. Now, what's cool about that? Well, if you wanted to run a contest before, you had either one of two ways to do it, and that was to run it in a custom tab on your page, or put the contest basically off-site, like I have done here, for example, and then use Facebook ads to try to drive your target audience to the contest and get them interested. Now, this doesn't work nearly as well as it could because people don't like taking additional steps. They don't want to leave Facebook. It's just like, here I am, I don't want to go anywhere else. What this allows you to do is to put a contest in a post, basically as a post, and then that post will appear in your fans' news feeds where they can interact with it without taking additional steps. So they don't have to go anywhere, they just have to click and do whatever it is that you want to do to get them engaged, and they are registered and so on. So it's a really great idea. Now, I know there's other ZoSocial reviews out there, and basically what the reviews do is they walk through the functionality of the tool. You can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. I'm not going to do that here. I've logged into ZoSocial so that you can see, and there's my name up here and whatnot, that you can see that I'm familiar with it and I know the tool. This is basically to show you that this is just some nonsense. I'm not a guy talking about this who's never used this. But if you go to the ZoSocial sales page and you research more, you're going to see on the sales page a lot of the functionality outlined already. So it would be kind of ridiculous for me to just walk through this again and for you to watch it again. Basically, what you need to know about ZoSocial, about the software itself, is that it does what it's supposed to do. And that's really what you should be expecting in a $200 to $300 piece of software. I bought this in the pre-launch, so I paid $200 for this. I bought this to use this in my own businesses because I thought it had a lot of merit. But it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's, again, what you expect when you spend this much money. It's well done, it's well designed, it's usable, it's easy to figure out. Most importantly, all the help is provided in video format, and what I really like about the help is that the videos aren't really long. So this particular introduction video is 4 minutes long. Start a campaign. Let me see here. There's a series of videos here. One at 154, one at 137, one at 246, one at 205, one at 432. I don't know about you, but when I buy a piece of software, I really prefer that I don't have to spend 2 weeks trying to learn how to use this. That's the great thing about ZoSocial. The videos are comprehensive, they're clear, they don't take long to watch. You will have your first contest up in less than an hour easily, probably less than half an hour. I don't remember how long it took me. I didn't actually time it at the time. It was just, I just remember the process to be rather painless. So anyhow, the help is comprehensive and easy to follow and so on. The tool does exactly what it's supposed to do. It integrates with your autoresponder services so that you can basically collect the email addresses of people who participate in your contest, so you can add them to an autoresponder sequence. And that's really what you want to be thinking about when you're creating your contests is, I need to add these people to an autoresponder sequence of some sort so that I can stay in touch with them, so that I can deliver with them with offers, so that I can deliver them with value, so I can build a relationship with them. All those things you really want to do when you have a great newsletter or autoresponder sequence or whatnot. So this all works together. So it's a great tool. Now, my goal really, when I wanted to chat with you about this, is when you're thinking about buying ZoSocial, it's great to know that you click this button and you do this, and you click this button and you do that. But what you really want to know is this going to leverage my business? This is going to help my Facebook presence. So that's what I wanted to find out, and that's what I want to talk about here. I'm not really going to walk you through this, like I said, for the obvious reasons. What I want to show you is, here's what I did with it, here's the sort of results I achieved, and why I'm happy with those results. So for example, here's a contest I ran in the middle of July, so July 2014. Very simple. Just said, hey guys, want to win a tub of Isatori's new IsoTest product, which is a test booster. This is for my website, ultimatefabricator.com, which is a supplement review site. And then I just put it out there. I'm not to participate in a contest. You have to like the post or comment on it, and then register. And when they register, that's when they get added to the autoresponder sequence. And you'll see how that all works when you set it up. It's very straightforward. But what I was most concerned about, and I asked Wilco about this before I purchased this, is can I boost or advertise the post? And the reason why that's important is I don't have a ton of likes on this page. It's 1,300 likes. But the other issue is Facebook's organic reach keeps dropping. So at the beginning of 2014, the first few months, organic reach was between 2 and 6%. What's organic reach? Well, organic reach is the number of your business's fans who are going to see or be exposed to your posts and updates for free. So out of every 100 fans, only 2 to 6 of them are going to have your posts showing up on their news feed. So obviously, there's hardly any point in buying ZoSocial if you can't connect with your audience with it. So what's critical for ZoSocial to be really valuable is that you can advertise it to, obviously your audience on Facebook. And that's what I was concerned about. So I asked Wilco about this because, quite frankly, I wouldn't have bought it if I couldn't have advertised it outside of my own group of fans and so on. And he said, yeah, Facebook was okay with it. So I created this post, and I didn't use the boost post. I went into Facebook advertising, which I use quite a bit, and I created it basically, bid for post engagement and whatnot, and set it off to Facebook. Now, I've used Facebook quite a bit for advertising, and usually it takes about 10 minutes at the most for any ad to be approved. This one took hours. So obviously there were some people scratching their heads and shuffling this around at Facebook headquarters, wherever that is. And, obviously thinking about it. But at the end of the day, they approved the post, so the post was advertised. So that's great. That's important. So, I don't know. I mean, I do have a terms and conditions of the contest built into it and everything, and I'm not sure everybody does that. And if you ever run into problems about getting a post for a contest approved, you might want to consider making sure you got some legalese and stuff in there. But anyhow, here's what's important. I'm going to show you the data. So you saw the ad. The ad's very simple, not the most engaging picture. Certainly it's colorful, I guess, enough, and people would probably see it. I advertised to people in Canada and the United States between the ages of 18 and 45. Male interests, obviously, is bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, weight training, and so on. Now, here's what's important. I use the newsfeed ads only. You can see I had 132 post engagements. I paid 24 cents per engagement, which is actually really good. 159 clicks and a 3.264 click-through rate, which is really, really good. I know there's guys who are beating this, but to get a 3.264 click-through rate on just basically a picture of a product is pretty impressive, and I was really pleased with that. So I spent $32.92 obviously on this over the course of the week, promoting this to this particular audience. I think there was over 6 million people in this group. You can see the actions and so on. I ended up getting about 44, share one of those with me. So 45 subscribers or people registered for the contest. I got about 35 people signed up to my newsletter for it. And I spent $32.92 plus the cost of the product. So I spent less than $2 per lead using ZoSocial to build up my list and generate some revenue, generate some interest and engagement in the site. Plus I added 35 leads to the back end of my autoresponder sequence. So obviously your business is going to be different, and it's either going to make obviously more sense or less sense. But as you can see, just from this very basic experiment, this has really resonated with my audience. This ability to win something and this ability to access the contest right in the feed post. So this is definitely something you want to think about. If you want to get more engagement on your page, your Facebook page, if you want to get, oh, there's one of my dogs. That's what the panting is. If you want to get more interest in your page, if you want to get some leads generated from your Facebook page, this is definitely a piece of software you want to think about. I know it's expensive now. I think it's $300 a year. There is a monthly fee. But if you are really focused on Facebook, if you're really trying to get a lot out of Facebook and you're putting some effort into it, I would say that this is something at least worth an experiment. Thanks so much, guys. Hope this helps.